It's been some time since we had a nice hit piece on Star Citizen. I wouldn't say this is a nice hit piece. I would rate it about a 3.5, maybe a 4 out of 10 as far as hit pieces go. You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am Montoya. Yes, it's been a while, and I'm so excited to dive into this with you. Let's take a look at, starting with the headline itself, all right. 300 million Star Citizens development hell must be stopped. Must be stopped. First of all, English teachers watching this video, correct me if I am wrong. Excuse me. No, I'm not sick. Wouldn't it sound better if the title was Star Citizens $300 million development hell must be stopped, rather than 300 million Star Citizen development hell must be stopped? Let me know. But anyway, let's not nitpick on that. First of all, this article comes to us from a site called CCN. I can't say I'm familiar with them, and the author is William Worrell, who gives us a Twitter account here, which is Mizu Shinzu. Looks like a nice enough fellow from the UK. 99 followers? Dude, what? You're a journalist on a site that has 99? How do you only have 99 followers? I'm a terrible Twitter. I've only started to use Twitter recently, this past year. And what am I at? For a second. 975 followers. Guys, follow my damn Twitter account. I want to get to 1,000. Point being that, I only started using my Twitter account this year. And it's pitiful to have 99 followers if you are an actual journalist that writes articles on a site. So what is the site CCN? Looks nice enough, neat and clean, relatively up-to-date articles. Half-Life Alyx, officially best-rated VR game ever. True. Coronavirus could force Donald Trump to admit Obama was right. True again. Prince William makes Britain proud as Hollywood Harry hides in LA. I don't know what that means. Tiger King Joe, exotic is a scumbag. True. Where's the Star? Yeah, we're a Star Citizen. All right. So let's get to the meat and potatoes here. Article by William Worrell. Now, I know in previous videos I end up attacking the author. I promise I'll try not to do it. We're simply going to read what he says in a calm and mature manner. Shall we? Star Citizen has been in development since 2011. What? And has fistfuls of crowdfunding cash since 2013. Okay. So why are they still getting money? It's a mystery. Why? Well, first of all, if you consider 2011 development, okay, Chris Roberts did start working on the demo in CryEngine around that date. So technically true. Star Citizen developers have raised another 17.5 million funding, bringing total to an eye-popping 338 since 2011. Well, they only started funding in 2013, but okay, let's give him that. All right. Star Citizen is a game that originally crowdfunded back in 2013 and hit an impressive goal of 2 million. True. Since then, it's raised 275 million private crowdfunding. True. Having secured another 17.5. Somebody needs to tell Star Citizen to stop. Star Citizen, stop. Stop taking money, says, I forgot his name, William Worrell, who's obviously never been to any kind of business school in his life, because now, correct me if I'm wrong, any of you guys who possibly run a business or involved in any kind of business, but I was under the assumption that businesses need money to operate. And if a business doesn't have money, how do they pay the employees? It's a mystery. But you know what? Star Citizen needs to stop. I know where he's getting this from. It's kind of a trope, I guess, on the Refundian subreddit where there's always one or two guys a month come in and go, Star Citizen needs to stop making new ships and just focus on making the game. All right. Now, if you're not making ships, if the 10 or 15 people out of the 600 employees stop making ships, then they don't bring in money. And if you don't bring in money, you can't pay the employees. And if you aren't paying the devs to sit down and code, then they're going to go home and go find other jobs, which means you can't put out a game. So why would you want to stop a company from making money to make the game? Am I having a stroke? I don't get it. But let's dig in a bit more. Star Citizen is a game lots of people have been waiting for since 2013. The past 7 years, we've not gotten much from that game. Really? So, okay. Here's the thing with the goalposts, and William must love goalposts too. When we had the Hangar module come out, the criticism was, it's been 2-3 years, and it's been $10 million. Where's the game? So then Port Olisar came out. And people said, okay, you have the Hangar module, and you have Port Olisar, but where's the game? And then Grimhex came out. You have the Hangar module, you have Port Olisar, you have Grimhex, but where's the game? And then Lorville came out. So you have Port Olisar, Grimhex, Lorville, then Area 18, and then now we have New Cabbage in Microtech, but where's the game? And I guarantee you, Arson coming out next. Okay, we have Grimhex, Port Olisar, Area 18, Lorville, New Cabbage, Arson, but where's the game? And then a jump point's going to come out to a new system. And we'll have the same thing. All right, so you have a new system and all the other things there. But where's the game? The goalposts keep on shifting all the time. It never ends. But one thing to consider is that game development is not linear. While it's taken 7 years to get to this point, it's not going to take another 7 years to get to the next point. In fact, most of the time and money has been spent on developing the engine, where all they have to do in the short is this. Open development, we get to see it. The guy sat down, the dev sat down, he goes, I'm going to put a room here, here, and here, and he clicks a button, and the whole thing is procedurally generated, a new space station spun up in no time. So while it might have taken a year or more to create the software, to create the space station, I guarantee you the 4th, 5th, and 6th space stational landing zone happen a lot faster. How many exponential curves have you been looking at in the past 2 weeks? It's not funny, it's very sad. Exponential curves are a thing. And linear game development in this guy's mind, this is the way he thinks it is. It goes, it's linear. If it's taking 7 years and it's going to take another 7 to get the next system, right? No. The game development is exponential, and we'll see it. It's taken a long, slow slope so far, but trust me on this, when it starts moving, it'll move fast. Despite this, Cloud Imperium team behind the games managed to raise to, despite how long it's taken them raising money. To put this in perspective, the most expensive game of all time was GTA 5 with $265 million for a budget. All right, first of all, the most expensive game was actually Destiny, which was $500 million, but most of the money was used for marketing, not for development. So why on earth did Star Citizen just get an extra 17.5? Let's put it this way. All right. Well, I'll get back to this in a second. At this point, Cloud Imperium needs to stop looking for money and just produce something. I just explained that. Well, why is he? Oh my God. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Let's not get back into that again, because clearly the only way for CIG to actually make the game is to stop taking money, because then they'll make the game. You get it? I don't. All right. I can't imagine that many fans out there holding out hope for any reason other than wishing that their money wasn't wasted on backing this vaporware source. Oh, where is the editor on this? Okay. The source Robert Space Industries referring to his image. This is not a quote sourced from Robert Space Industries. This is his quote. But the way he's put it here is just terrible writing, because this should be its own paragraph or its own sentence. And there's no one out there. Okay, vaporware again. All right, so we have Port Olisar, we have Arson, we have all these in the next jump point. Vaporware, game doesn't exist. Vaporware, keep moving those goalposts. Star Citizen is going to disappoint you. No, Star Citizen is going to disappoint you. Here's a guy that walks into a restaurant knowing that he wants to get the soup, not the salad. I guarantee he orders the salad and is disappointed. Disappointing, the salad. Never get the salad, guys. Go for the soup every time. But again, this is projection. Star Citizen has disappointed you, William. Star Citizen is not disappointing everyone else because, and I just did the previous video, showed at the continuing stream of revenue higher than ever. Clearly, people are not disappointed by voting with their wallets. If people were disappointed, they would stop backing, stop putting money in, and the project would die. So the opposite of what's happening. He's simply projecting what he feels. Fair enough. Star Citizen, the game holds a lot of promise considering it's been in development for nearly a full decade. That's hardly surprising. If Rockstar can produce one of the most popular games of all time with less money in 3 years, then Cloud Imperium should be producing something more unbelievable. Okay, first of all, I'm assuming he means GTA 5 was not produced in 3 years, produced in 5. Also, Rockstar had an existing studio. Also, they had millions of dollars from GTA 4. Also, they had an existing engine, an existing team, and they had a team of 1,000 people that made GTA 5. Still, GTA 5 with 1,000 employees for $275 million, very, very impressive. Now, I don't want to make excuses again for Star Citizen, but we all know the story. And if you know the story, it's that Star Citizen needed an engine. And they could not have an engine which does everything it needs to do. Most of the time spent so far has been putting money toward developing Lumberyard to get the point it can do what they need to do to run Star Citizen. So, look, he's not wrong. Rockstar made an amazing game in 5 years, but what is implying here is if it's taking, just read the next paragraph, to live up to the 9 years of development time, Star Citizen is going to need to cure all diseases, give all backers back give backers the money back, and then get a perfect 10 from every reviewer. Am I having a stroke? Am I okay? What? Okay, my brain is kind of stuck here. If Rockstar made a game in 3 years, 5 years, therefore, if it took longer than 3 years, it should be magnitudes better. So, is that what he said? If GTA 5 took 3 years and Star Citizen is taking 6 years, it means it should be twice as good as GTA. If it's taking 9 years, it's got to be 3 times better than GTA. Math. You see? Math. I don't even know how to tackle that one. I don't even know. I mean, Star Citizen needs to cure diseases and give backers their money back to get a perfect... let's just move on. It's hard to understand why anyone has faith in this game anymore. Well, curious. See, William's the kind of person that likes vanilla ice cream. And he walks into the ice cream store and he sees people enjoying chocolate ice cream. And he thinks to himself, how can anyone like chocolate ice cream? That makes no sense. How about this, William? Let me run this past you. And maybe they didn't teach you this in journalism school or wherever you went. Journalism sometimes requires investigation. How about asking someone? Ask me. Hey, Montoya, you follow this. How is it you still have faith in this game? And I don't call it faith because it's not faith. We can see where the development is and we can see where development's going. They show us each and every week. Plus, I'm in the game right now. I'm in the 3.9 Avocado. I can see where it's going. It's not faith. I can see it and I play it. How about asking me? It doesn't have to be me. There's a ton of people. There's a massive community. Ask a single person. Why? They're still back in the game. And you will get your answer, William. You will get your answer through good journalism, which is something which is sorely lacking here. It is hard to understand why anyone has faith in this game. After raising $275 million from fans, the developers decided they need even more money. Again, you did not go to business school. Now, tell you. Chris Roberts says, hey, more money is better than no money. Now, we need a lot of money for marketing. The 275 is going towards developing the game. What about marketing? Ask the guys who made Destiny why they had a $500 million budget, most of the money towards marketing, because you need a big, strong push at launch. So if you could sell 10% of your company for $45 million, this is what the Calder family paid for 10% of the company, $45 million. Would you do it? Would you do it? The answer is yes, of course you would, you moron. You would sell 10% of the company for $45 million. In fact, okay, I was going to say, if that wasn't the biggest red flags, I don't know what would be. I will tell you what a red flag would be. If Chris Roberts sold 51% of the company. If Chris Roberts sold 51% of CIG to the Calder family, then I would say, oh, red flag. Why is he giving up control for this money? That would be a red flag. A green flag would be 10% for $45 million. So, wrong there. Money won't fix this game's eternal development hell. All right, let me give him this. It has been development hell in some sense. I would say the first couple of years were complete waste. Who remembers the early hangars? Remember how they showed us in the Wingman's hangar? They go, well, here's the hangar, and this is the wall, and see these pipes and the steam coming out the pipe, and we spent, the last 500 hours designing the lighting and the steam particle system to come out of this pipe on the hangar. Everything they did in the first year for the first iteration of the hangar, I'm just using an example, was basically pushed aside because they came out with a better concept. Now, I don't know game development as an expert. I'm not a game developer. But from what I've seen here, there were plenty of wrong turns. And let's give him this. Chris Roberts has made wrong turns. This hasn't been a straight shot to success. There's been a wrong turn here. There's been a wrong turn there. They've hired someone who decided, hey, I've got a better idea. Remember when the planets weren't procedural? Remember originally the concept was the ship would come here, you push a button, you go down on rails in an animation through the clouds, and it lands you, and then you end up at the landing zone. All that was tossed out because someone came along and said, hey, Chris, let's do this instead. Procedural planet generation. You can go anywhere on the planet. Everything they had before that was tossed out. Hundreds, if not thousands of hours of development and coding tossed out because procedural development came along and was better. So when you hear people saying, oh, they promised 100 star systems, they promised 100 star systems back when they thought a game would be on rails, not procedural. And so that's taken a long time to develop the procedural engine. ArcCorp, come on. Awesome. Have they made the right move by moving to procedural generation? Absolutely. So yes, the development, would you say they've added 2 or 3 years to development time because they did this? I would say yes, they have. But in the long run, it's definitely paying off. No one is more frustrated with the game and the time it's taken than guys like me. Trust me, we're frustrated. But at the same time, we understand that if you want to make the next gen game, there's going to be sacrifices. And unfortunately, years have been sacrificed. So give him that. Yeah, there has been some hell. The truth about Star Citizen is that it's probably either never coming out or it's not coming out for years to come. Well, here's the thing about game development. Well, this isn't funny. How many exponential charts have you looked at over the past couple of weeks? I've been looking at more exponential charts than I've cared to admit. It's kind of sad. But game development is not linear. Just because it's taken 7 or 8 years to get to this point does not mean it's going to take 7 or 8 years to get to the next system. We are going to see an exponential increase in development as we move forward. It's taken years to make the engine to procedure generate ArcCorp. But the next ArcCorp they want to make, how long will it take? It will take all of 10 seconds. Type some keys in. This is the weather. This is the color palette. Go. There it is. It's done. It's taken us 7 years, but it is not linear. Keep that in mind. And I know it seems like we're hardly moving, but again, you've been looking at exponential charts, right? It seems like it drags for a while and whoop, up it goes. We'll hit that time soon in Star Citizen 2. I'm not saying it's going to happen this year, but we'll get there. Different parts of the game keep on getting changes added or removed. Yes, definitely. Seeking more funds is a sign that they've wasted everyone's time and money. Well, I wouldn't say procedural generation planets is a waste of time and money. I'd say they definitely made the right move in that. But to go forward, you definitely need more people. Rockstar had a team of 1,000 people working on GTA. If Rockstar had a team of 500, would have taken less time. But the more people you have working on it, the more workflow you have, and the faster you get things done, right? Back in 2016, Kotaku did an article series where they investigated game child development. I don't recall this one. Keezer McDonald pointed out the Star Citizen challenges offer an extraordinary insight into what the process of game development can turn into without intervention from control from publishers or financial stakeholders. Okay, I do remember this. The argument is that sometimes having a publisher is important because they keep things in track and keep you on the right path. Yeah, there were good points being made there. And a lot of criticism has been that Chris Roberts, because there's no oversight, he does everything, he micromanages everything, and it causes delays. To that, I will say, yes. But to the point where we need to get in an external publisher, absolutely not. I think it's an interesting point to make. Normally, when you're looking at the publisher-developer relationship, it's easy the publishers as the bad guy. True. They limit the creative freedom and demand changes in pursuit of profit. True. However, Star Citizens is what happens without publisher oversight. Then I'm saying I'm not worried. Honestly, I'm not sorry that we have them. Okay, so he says he's not sorry that we have publishers. What? What? Why does EA get so much hate? Why? Because EA is profit driven. All EA needs to do to make $1 billion is to change the jerseys on a couple of the FIFA guys playing there and make FIFA 2021 exact clone of FIFA 2020, change the jerseys, maybe put a new player in. There you go, $1 billion. What incentive does FIFA have? What incentive does EA have to make a new groundbreaking, amazing game? They don't. Look at Anthem, which is so disappointing to me. Anthem was going to be an amazing game, but the publisher said, hey guys, you got 9 months, you get this game out. And was it Jason Schreier that wrote the article about Anthem? How they managed to put a game together in 9 months. Now Anthem, which is a beautiful game, has problems down to the core of the gameplay itself, which was a giant mess, and I'm so hurt there was a bad game. The publisher, 100% at fault, rushing to get the game out. No, I don't want to. Can you imagine standing up for EA? This is what we're saying. We love EA. EA is wonderful. We need more companies like EA. Oh man, it's the exact opposite of what the gaming community is saying. Gaming community is saying we want new, fun, massive games. We don't want profit-driven EA making these crappy games anymore. We don't want FIFA 2021. Seriously. Well, I guess some people do because they make $1 billion from it. But no, I strongly disagree. I guess that's it. So he's a professional writer of the UK. All right. Now, William, I strongly disagree with a lot you said, Joe. What's your reaction? Yeah? Pissed? Okay, now people laughing at you or they're laughing at the article? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoy this content, share this video, please. Tweet it out. Click that bell button, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, let your friends know, and I will see you in the next one.